officials were elite members of society. They had many important jobs in the government, and were widely admired for their knowledge and ethics. Scholar officials had considerable respect, and penalties for breaking the law were reduced. The Shah dynasty had been established through battles between two tribes that had long existed. The two battling tribes are the Shah tribe and Xiyu tribe. Yu the Great, who is the founder of the Shah dynasty, successfully stopped the flooding of the Yellow River to damage farms and crops. Other changes that were noted from the period of Xia dynasty was subsequent, and the use of stone tools like the hand axe. They also made use of fire in perfecting the stone tools that they created. Agriculture was also improved during the Xia period and pasturing was started. Irrigation technology was also greatly improved. The production of dried and earthen goods also took place, and the use of ships and vehicles arose. The use of varnish became common practice. Silk production and weaving also took place during the Xia dynasty, as well as drilling and carving technology. But the most recognized innovation during this period was the creation of the calendar based on two different patterns, and the use of jade, bronze vessels, and bronze casting also became popular at this era. The Shang dynasty began when the last emperor of the Shah dynasty, Jie, was overthrown because of his tyrannical way of ruling. During the dynasty's 550 years, 30 different emperors ruled. During those years, religion was based on ancestral worship. The most important god was Shangdi, which ruled over lesser gods. A small nomadic clan built a small village, which later became a growing influence for China. A man named Ji Li fought against the Shang king's vassal. His son later ruled and was known as King Wen of Zhou. It was actually King Wen's son, Ji Li's grandson, who fully defeated the Shang dynasty. The three men were believed to be brought to China on purpose by the heavens, which was known as the Mandate of Heaven. The Chinese believed God placed them there to rule. At first, the Qin dynasty was losing against the warring states, as they had schemes planned, until the wise leadership of Qin Shi. In the political sphere, feudalism was abandoned altogether. The institution of vassals and landowners was abolished. This drew the loyalty of the peasants from their landlords back to the emperor, the one central ruler. Everything reverted to the central government, including the allegiance of the citizens. This is how the previously warring states were unified by the Qin dynasty. The Great Wall of China was, in the beginning, not meant to fence in all of the empire. It started with several spattering of walls between the warring states meant to fortify each of their defenses. The Eastern Han Dynasty was established when Prince of Han, Liu Bang, crushed the imperial. The Han Dynasty followed most of the predecessor Qin Dynasty's ways, but progressively integrated Confucianism to the empire, which led to economic expansion, mutable affairs, establishment of the Han Palace, declining the empire's embrace on slavery, ascent of merchants. Republic of China, weak and corrupt imperial ruling, end of dynastic rule. The Republic of China was formed when the last dynasty king fell in 1912. The imperial rule was weak and unable to unite the country because of weak policies, corruption, and several foreign invasions. The victory of the Communist Party against the Kuomintang Party led to the creation of the People's Republic of China on October 1, 1949. The party was composed mostly of members from the peasant sector and claimed to be at 4.5 million at that time. There were four social classes composed of workers, peasants, petite bourgeoisie, and the national capitalist. Soviet Union was the primary backer of China during that time, when other countries were backed up by Western allies headed by United States of America. Japan was still an enemy country for China because of previous invasions made, so they monitored any alliances made by Japan. On February 1950, China signed the Treaty of Friendship, Alliance and Mutual Assistance with the Soviet Union that was valid for 30 years, up to 1980. Song Dynasty became the first dynasty to build a strong standing navy to protect its land, built China's first stable armada in 1132. Yuan Dynasty. This dynasty lasted. Meanwhile, the conversion of many people of different Asian regions to Islam. Many Westerners who traveled to China started recording observations during this time. Ming Dynasty. The Ming Dynasty tomb is a memorial site where approximately 13 emperors and 23 empresses were buried. During this time, the Great Wall was repaired, and the Forbidden City was established. China's economy was then fueled by trade with other countries, such as the Spanish, Dutch, and Portuguese. Chinese merchants became involved in global trading of plants, animals, and food. Confucianism in government. Confucianism was the dominant philosophy of China. It focused on proper behavior, position, role in society during the Sui and early Tang dynasties. Buddhism became very influential. Neo-Confucianism was a philosophy that was based on the older philosophy. It emphasized spiritual matters that incorporated Buddhist and Taoist concepts. Government workers formed a bureaucracy of unelected officials. Officials had to pass civil service exams. The exams dealt with Confucianism knowledge and related ideas. The most difficult tests required more than 20 years of studying. Some tests lasted for 3 days. Students cheated by copying Confucius's works on inside of clothes, paying bribes to test graders, paying someone else to take the test for them. Students were locked in private rooms and exam halls were often locked and guarded.
Con los terroristas.